Hey friends, welcome to this Jersey Girls home. I'm Vicky. I got a half a cow. It is so exciting. I did not realize it was going to be this much meat. So I was making sure to not buy anything to put in my freezer prior to this. I didn't really know what to expect. I do have my kitchen freezer. I have a small extra fridge and freezer in the garage. We also have a small-ish, but not the smallest, chest freezer, and then we have a stand-up freezer. We filled the chest freezer with nothing else but the beef, plus I ended up with 2 shelves in my upright freezer. I'm thrilled though. I had gotten this freezer probably like about, trying to think if it was before COVID or after. My friends have a local farm and I had bought a quarter cow from them. My kids were little and they didn't really eat that much beef. They didn't really prefer it when they were little, except for one of my kids. So I was like, let me start with the quarter cow because I don't know if I'll be able to go through a half a cow. Now, of course, my kids are much bigger and eat like an army, so I need a lot of food. I thought it would be a good idea to get a half cow. Well, guess what? It didn't fit in here. So I filled this, and then I thankfully got a standing freezer this year, and that I was able to put in about 1 or 2 shelves. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get going. Okay, so the first day that I got my half a cow, I put it in the freezer and I took an inventory. I wrote down, I didn't use this paper, I retyped this up. I wrote down everything that I had so that it won't get forgotten in the freezers, because that's a lot of meat, you know? Like, don't want to waste it. Let me read to you what I got. And take a peek. And don't judge me with my messy garage. Let the funs begin. We got 52 packages of ground beef. They're all in 1 pound assortments, and I took them and put them in shopping bags, which have 10 packs per bag. Unfortunately, they're all on the bottom because I didn't think that we were gonna have a problem getting to them. The other day I used 2 to make meatloaf. We'll talk about some of the things that are on top, and then I'll get to the ground beef part. We do have 52 packages of ground beef. We are down to 50 because we just ate 2. And we have 31 roasts. There are chuck roast, arm roast, eye round, cut in half, bottom round, sirloin roast, London broils, tri-tip, a brisket cut in half, -1, because we used that for Thanksgiving. I made a turkey and I made a brisket, and the brisket was hands down amazing. We have 41, and I've labeled them as common steaks because my other steak category is unique steaks. So in the common steaks, we have ribeyes, T-bones, porterhouse or New York strips, sirloins, and filet mignon. Yes. In the unique steaks, we have flank, inside skirt, outside skirt, hanger steak, and the bavette flat steak. We have the ribs category. We have 2 types of ribs. We have the short ribs and we have the plate ribs. We have 9 packs of those. And then my other category consists of beef shins, soup bones, smoked femur bones that they did for the dogs because they're so cool. Look at this. I have this one. And that's just some fat, that's not mold. And this one. Unfortunately, my one dog is highly allergic to beef. They will not be having that, but I'm gifting them to people that I know can use them. And their dogs can enjoy them. Just like the kidney and liver that I got. I can't do it. I tried. I looked up recipes. I couldn't find interest in it, and I just cannot do it. I'm sorry. I'll gift those. They're not getting wasted. And then we got 28 pounds of kidney fat that the next day I rendered down, and it's so cool. Never done it before. I'm gonna link the footage here for you. And this, I didn't even put in there. I didn't even have room to put the fat in. But we are going to render that down anyway. There's no need for it to sit in the freezer. I will just render it down and then decide what will go in the fridge, what will go in the freezer. But it'll be a lot less and it'll be more put together in containers to use as tallow. I weighed this. There is 28 pounds of kidney fat. It is so much fat. I am shocked. I did not know that that's how much fat you're going to get from that. But my butcher was really awesome. They already cut it up into pieces to go in the cooker. And we're going to put this in the slow cooker and just let it melt down and give us our tallow. So I did do some research. I saw that there's like a wet method and a dry method. I'm not going to do the wet method where you would add salt water and then let it cool, separate. That's more work than I anticipate doing for this because I just want to use this for cooking. I'm not going to make products with it right now. This is my first time ever doing it, so I'm going to start simple and I'm just going to plan for it to be cooking oil or cooking fat. My recipe here calls for 4 pounds, so we're going to have to multiply that. We're going to have to bring out those math skills. We have 28, 7 of these. It says that... But it does say to add just a little bit of water just so that it doesn't burn anything because we don't want it to get gross. So we're going to put it in the crock pot on low with a little bit of water on the bottom just so that nothing burns while it's melting. And it says that tallow is done rendering when the cracklings are crispy and brown and the liquid fat is clear and golden.
One thing I wish I did differently was started using my funnel right away, my canning funnel, and that I did the double boil where you would strain it, remelt it, and then strain it again. So a little bit more straining would have been nice, but it came out beautiful.
Put a bunch of them in my freezer. I really should have put more in my freezer, but I was on a really hard spot trying to maneuver everything into my freezers, and they are so stocked, they're bursting. I do have them in the fridge. I didn't put them on the counters. Maybe the ones that I'm actually using I might when I open one, but not, I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable putting, it's the first time I made it. I just feel like fridge, freezer. I do that with my butter too, so makes me feel safer. Okay. Let's check it out, babes. Top sirloin roast. This is going to be good because I need to move one of my ground beef bags up so that I don't have to dig for the stuff. Top sirloin roast. This is a bag of ribeyes. Tri-tip. Inside skirt and outside skirt. Hanger steak. Plate ribs. And they are all cut up to easier portions, which is pretty cool. Sirloin. Probably like a smaller sirloin steak. I found a bag of ground beef. Porterhouse. Top sirloin roast. What I really love about this is the variety of stuff that you get. That is probably my favorite part of getting a half a cow, plus the fact that I'm not gonna have to go buy a cow for like ever. Okay, maybe not ever, but we'll see. It should be a year and a half. Ribeye. And they're freaking gigantic. Let's see what's in this bag. It's short ribs, an exploding container of short ribs, T-bones. I think this is a bag of steak. T-bones and ribs, the short ribs. Porterhouse. Here is my huge 10-pack bag of ground beef. And I have some more down here that I'm going to pull up since accessible now. So these are porterhouses and my 2 eye rounds, which I have never had eye round before. So if you know what to do with it, let me know. Another giant bag of ground beef down here. And let's see, there's this out, and then we have those. We have more ribeyes, and these are legit like the largest ribeyes I've ever seen in my life. Okay, flank steak, which I think they rolled it up. So when you saw it, it would actually be long and thick. I think I got like 14 of these things. Let's see. Chuck roast. Here's a bag of roast. We're getting somewhere. Okay, we're to the bottom. Ground beef. If it all fit in here before, it should still fit, right? Okay. To be a little strategic here. There's a lot of meat. Get these babies back in here. I'm gonna put some of these ribeyes on the bottom because there's so many of them. I think this is only like half of them. And I'm gonna get the plate ribs down here on the one side. And let's see. This was short ribs and steak. Put those on the other side of that. And let's get this basket back in. That's excellent. That works perfect. And now it'll be easier to access everything. A bag of ribs. What's that? It's like popping off my head, all this moving around. I think this is a bag of just chuck roasts. Here's our flank steak. We're going to get back in here. We'll get our porterhouses. Because we have some porterhouses in this basket up here, so that will divvy pretty good. And this is ribeyes and some more steaks. So we will get that here. I need to put this little one in. It's so tiny. Okay, getting the rest of our work in here. My skirt hanger steaks in here. Top sirloin. Another top sirloin and tri-tip. Oh no. I was like, oh, I'm doing great. I have one in the bag. Flap meat. That's also considered the bavette. I've never had that before, so excited to give it a whirl. And more chuck roast. That sirloin roast in with that one. Let's see. This is crazy. Fuck a shame because I know these ones. I think I just had to put this in another freezer, but at least I can access my ground beef better. We have another freezer. This is actually not part of it. That is ground lamb for my dog. These 2 shelves have more beef from the half a cow, but I'm gonna put these up here. And we still have some tomatoes from the garden, even though I used up most of them into sauce and goodies. There's so much in here. I don't even know where to begin. I don't want to end up with the same problem I had in the other freezer, is getting it back in. So I'm just going to kind of pull a couple things out and show you. This is a bottom round roast. Oh, pack hot dogs! Not from the cow. Oh, another sirloin. Beef shins with lots of these. London broils. Another massive bottom round. These are beef shins, livers, London broils. See, lots of London broils. So that's some extra stuff in this one. Let's get out of there. I'm cold. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and every time that you do, because I love it. I love hearing comments from you guys, so leave me some comments. You can see my cheeks are red because it's very cold out in the garage now. It is 20 degrees out at night and it's just ridiculous. I need to do a kitchen deep clean now that the Thanksgiving holidays are over and my daughter's been decorating for Christmas, so we've got that going on. Okay, I will see you again soon.